All right, let's dive into something, let's call it the art of building real emotional resilience. I'm talking about that kind of inner strength where you control your reactions instead of letting your reactions control you. So let me ask you a question, and be honest with yourself. Does every little thing bother you? Every minor irritation, every unexpected curveball? Does it manage to get under your skin and just throw your whole day off? I'm talking about things like a rude comment from a stranger, a small setback at work, an unexpected delay when you're already running late. It's those everyday little frictions, right? The ones that somehow end up dictating our entire mood. We've all totally been there. But what if they didn't have to? I mean, really, what if none of that stuff could actually touch you? What if you could build this kind of mental armor so strong that you, and only you, have the final say on how you feel? And that brings us right to the heart of the problem. I like to call it the chains of reaction. See, we all think we're in the driver's seat, but if we're being honest, a lot of the time, we're just reacting. We're reacting to all the noise happening outside of us. And here's the crazy part. We willingly hand over our most valuable asset, our own peace of mind. We just give it away to a stranger's comment, to a traffic jam, to a snippy email. We are literally letting the outside world pull our strings like a puppet. Okay, but this is where we flip the script. This is where we take our power back. Because real strength, it's not about trying to control the world around you. I mean, good luck with that, right? That's an impossible task. No, real strength is found in mastering the one thing you can actually control: yourself. The Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius figured this out 2,000 years ago. He said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Think about that. The event itself isn't the problem. It's how we react to it. And that reaction, it is always, always our choice. Okay, so that sounds great in theory, but how do we actually do it? Let's get practical. We're going to go through 3 key tools you can use to start forging that inner armor. All right, tool number 1, detachment from approval. Think about it. When we're constantly chasing applause and validation from others, our self-worth becomes super fragile, doesn't it? We end up twisting ourselves into pretzels just to fit into molds that other people made for us. And this is ancient wisdom, by the way. Plato basically said that when your character is solid, when it's built from the inside out, what other people think, it just becomes background noise. It becomes secondary. You just stop asking for permission to be you. Next up, tool number 2. The power of silence. Now, most people think silence is a sign of weakness, right? Like you're being passive. But it's the exact opposite. It's actually a strategic position of incredible strength. When you choose to stay silent, you hold onto your power, you get to observe everything, and you totally disarm anyone who's trying to get a reaction out of you. And as Aristotle said, knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. And you know what? Choosing silence instead of just blurting out an impulsive reaction is one of the fastest ways to get to know yourself. It creates this little pocket of space where you can observe your own triggers, not just react to what's happening around you. And our third and final tool, filtering criticism. This is all about developing like a mental spam filter. Its job is to separate what's actually useful feedback from what's just destructive noise. You learn to take what serves you, what helps you grow, and you just let the rest go, all without having an emotional meltdown. It's about using logic over raw emotion. Okay, so we've got our toolkit. Now, how do we actually use this stuff? Well, the big mindset shift is this. You have to stop seeing obstacles as roadblocks and start seeing them as your personal training ground. Every challenge, every frustration, it's just a rep for your mental muscles. I mean, just look at the difference here. The reactive mind takes everything so personally. Failure feels like this final judgment on who you are. But the trained mind, it's completely different. It sees failure as just information. It's not a defeat, it's feedback. It's just part of the messy, necessary process of getting better. There's this great piece of wisdom from the Stoic philosopher Epictetus. He said, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. And that is so true. Think about it. Pressure doesn't create weakness in you, it reveals it. It just shows who's been training their mind and who hasn't. The event itself is neutral. A reaction is what gives it meaning. So where's the gym for this kind of training? It's in the small, everyday moments. It's choosing patience when you're stuck in traffic. It's choosing silence when someone is trying to bait you into an argument.
choosing clarity when you feel confused, even just facing small discomforts on purpose. Every single one of these is a small rep that builds that mental armor, preparing you for the really big storms when they come. And when you do this, day in and day out, you start to arrive at this place, this state of being that's best described as the art of being unbothered. But hold on, because it's really important we're clear on what this actually means and what it doesn't.
First off, it is absolutely not indifference, okay? This isn't about being cold or just not caring about anything. You still engage with the world, and you engage deeply. What it is sovereignty. It's the ultimate form of self-ownership. It means you get to engage with the world on your terms, not on the terms dictated by every random emotion or external event that comes your way. And let's be crystal clear, it is not weakness. Some people might look at your calm and mistake it for a lack of strength, but they have it completely backward. It's mastery, because the highest form of strength isn't being the loudest person in the room. It's that quiet, internal discipline of controlling yourself, especially when everyone else around you is losing their cool. Let's bring it back to Marcus Aurelius for one last piece of wisdom. He said, "The best revenge is not to be like your enemy." Think about that. When someone tries to drag you down into the mud with them, with insults or negativity, the greatest revenge, the greatest victory, is simply refusing to go. You win by holding on to who you are.
So, let's just end on this thought. The world is never going to stop testing you, ever. There will always be pressure. There will always be setbacks. There will always be criticism. That's a guarantee. But the real question, the only question that truly matters is this: who decides if you break? The answer to that is always you.